And we start a church through you. That church will go around the whole world. I told him several other things. I don't have the time to tell you now. And God helped our founder. He fulfilled all the conditions that God gave him before he died. And now today, look at the Redeemed Christian Church of God. A church started in Ebute Metta, not New York, not London. Ebute Metta. Very strange story that will show you what happens when God decides to keep his covenant. There is a country, I won't mention name because the whole world is listening. Over there, the Muslim is a Muslim country. And the law there is that you can't have a church building at all. But one way or the other, there was this very high man in society, very influential. How he got to know about the Redeemed Christian Church of God, I don't. He looked at the wife and said, if you say a word against these people, I will divorce you. Is that Pastor Adeboye? Is it my PhD in mathematics that has done that? There is something called covenant. When God has a covenant with you, and you know God can die, he will not break the covenant unless you break the covenant. God made a statement. He says, in Exodus chapter 19, verse 5. Exodus 19, verse 5. He said, you keep my covenant. Oh, people will say, well, don't you know that they fast? Don't you know that they pray? There are people who fast more than us. I remember very well when I became general overseer, I got some of my friends together. I said, a being is less than 1% of what God has already done for the Redeemed Christian Church, Church of God. We are talking of a covenant-keeping God. I don't want to talk about those who used to be in the Redeemed Christian Church of God who walked out. Because the moment you step out of the covenant. I don't want to talk about that at all. All I want to do is appeal to you today. Those of you who are my children all over the world, listening to me, you are a covenant child. under a covenant that God cannot break. That is why things are happening that nobody can explain. Nobody can explain. Told you of another nation where we went and we wanted to start a church there. And we went to see our ambassador. Sir, we want to start a branch of Redeemed Christian Church of God here. He laughed. He said that can never happen. And he told us the reason why. That nation didn't like Nigeria at all. I told him, sir, our own will be different. He said, okay, since you don't want to hear the truth, what do you want me to do? Just help me submit the application. He said, is that all? I said, that's all. Just because you are an ambassador, you have access. Submit the application. He submitted the application. 6 months later, we were registered. Oh, that's a miracle enough. Use me. But about 3 years later, we wanted something from the government. And they said, no, we can't give you that thing because you are not registered. Yeah. They said, no way. And we produced our certificate. You know what it means? They registered us not knowing what they were doing. Talking of a covenant-keeping God. When you are a covenant with God, you are different. You are protected. Sooner or later, you are going to prosper. No, I've always told you, some of you think I'm joking. There's none of my children that's going to die poor. No way. Before I begin to boast about my God, let me close. If you are here today and you are